Welcome back to Homeschooling Mama. Today, I would like to talk to you about something really important, right? College. And not just college, but dual credit, earning college credits while your child is still taking high school courses. Um, that's a great program for a lot of reasons, but I want to tell you why I want to talk to you about this today. I've been doing a lot of research because my children are going through the dual credit process, and in the research that I was doing, I was looking at a lot of government sites, like my state government site. I was looking at the TEA. I was looking at a lot of homeschooling things. I've been talking with colleges, looking at the colleges, just going through a lot of different things. And on one of the sites, I think it might have been my state government site or it might have been the TEA, it said that um, it was talking to parents, being encouraging, homeschooling parents, to encourage them about putting their kids in college, sending their kids to college, helping them with how to do the transcripts, what is required, what's not required, allowing them to know the law on that in my state. And what was great about it was that they were encouraging. What I didn't like about it was the fact that they stated in there that most homeschooling parents don't even consider college for their children because most homeschooling parents, are intimidated and don't feel really confident in their homeschooling ability and unsure about their child and are they prepared for that. So they don't even consider it. And that concerned me a lot. And I didn't like that. So I thought I might want to talk about that a little bit and tell you that, I understand because I understand what it's like. Sometimes I'm a bit intimidated by it myself and unsure myself. But in all things, just because there's a fear there, never hinder your children because you're unsure of yourself or even unsure of them, right? In the face of fear, you always have to act. You always have to move forward because your fear is possibly stopping you from being able to venture out and find out that there's a wealth of things out there for you and a lot of things that can help you. For instance, dual credit. Dual credit is not only for public school children, it's also for homeschool children as well. And how dual credit works is your child, they have to take either the ACT, the SAT, or the placement tests, the college placement test that anyone who wants to take college classes that has not taken the ACT or SAT has to take, just to place them, make sure that they're able to take certain classes and to put them in the right classes. They have to take that test. It's also an enrollment program that goes with the whole thing. You have to enroll in it and go through all of this, but it's a lot of work for us as homeschooling parents because we have to put together the transcripts. Transcripts can seem real intimidating. My advice, keep it simple. Keep it real simple. But you can do a lot of research and there's a lot of free forms out there to help you. Now with the dual credit program, when your child is enrolled in the dual credit program, say they're taking English Lit, right? They can take English literature at the college or they can do it online. I remember when the classes were not offered online for dual credit, but now they are, which is a blessing. So they can take a class. It's a college course that they're taking, right? They get full college credit for it as well as homeschooling credit for it. So they get dual credit for one class. It's killing two birds with one stone, right? The great part about that is they can take up to 14 classes while they're in high school before they graduate under the dual credit program. That's awesome because your child could possibly graduate high school and enter college as a junior already. Now, here's the cool thing about dual credit. With dual credit with the public schools, the parents, the child, they don't pay for the books, they don't pay for the classes. The school system pays for that. With homeschooling, you, the parent, are the school, so you pay for the class and you pay for the books out of pocket. Now, don't get scared about that. Here's the good thing. If you were to enroll your child in the local university or into the local community college, each class could cost, 3, 4, 5,000, depending on the school that you go to and their tuition. But when you are doing dual credit, the price is nowhere near that. It's $100 per class. $100 per class. At least it is in my state. Check with your state to make sure it's the same. So I can swing $100 per class plus the books because it's saving me a lot of money in the long run, right? Now, if you are intimidated and you're afraid that your child might not be ready, you're a little bit scared because you're not feeling real sure and confident about yourself and your ability and how you've done um, training up your kid, and always move in the face of fear, right? You still got to go for it anyway, but utilize your light bearers. Do the things that you have to do to get your children ready. Now, something that I've done in my life always, and I have always told other people to do it, I utilize it with my children, is this. If we're preparing for a test, if you're preparing for the ACT, the SAT, if you're going in the military, you want to prepare for the ASVAB. If you want to go to law school, you need to prepare for the LSAT, or if you're going to be a doctor, whatever it is that you need to test for, there is a study guide out there, and those study guides are pretty awesome, and they really do help to prepare you, at least the ones that I've tried and I've done, right? And prepare you for a test. So even if you're not feeling uncomfortable and you're really confident in the education that you've given your children, I would always suggest using those as well. You can go to your libraries, you can go to Barnes and Noble, you can go to eBay, you can go to Amazon, just order the books, do whatever is best for you, your family, and your finances, but start preparing your children. If you are interested in embarking down that road with dual credit, talk to your local colleges and stuff like that. However, it is important for you to know that you can't just look up and say it's January. You know what? I'm gonna put my kid in dual credit for the spring. It doesn't work that way. If it's January, you can start working on the fall. If it's the fall, you can start working on the spring. There's a process. There's timelines, things you have to go through. If transcripts is intimidating to you, it was intimidating to me until I started researching it and started in my process and getting the information. And once I was armed with knowledge, it wasn't intimidating at all. When you know what you're trying to do and that you're not having to be boxed in by the public system or by anything, because you are the school, you set the requirements, that is awesome. And I learned to just keep it simple, keep it really simple, and I can be me and do me while doing the guidelines for the college that I'm trying to get them into. So don't be intimidated by it. Do your research, break it down. There's a lot of free templates out there you can use, and you can create your own. Okay, so please don't feel like you can't take your kids to college or send your kids to college or think it's not an option for you because you're homeschooling. It's an option. And a lot of people don't know about dual credit. So if you know about it, now you do because you just watched this video, pass it along, that information along to other people that you know that might be helpful to. Okay? In all things, do what's best for you in your homeschool at all times and for your kids. Until next time, bye.